Hey, what's up traders? This is Dave FX Hunter. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. As usual, we will look to the dollar index, euro, pound, USD CAD, and in the end I will check the gold as someone requested it. So here is a dollar index, and as we can see, it's still in the uptrend, right, where we have rejected lows and breaking the highs. And right now we actually reached this zone which I was expecting the weeks to reach it in here, and it's actually was this liquidity above a 50% of that big swing, right? So is it already reversal? I do not think so, because what I would like to see is some proper expansion in the end and with some high closing volume, right? So if we look to the volume, we can see here is a high volume candle in here. This one, which was where was the volume accumulated for the break up, but here as the price was going up, the volume is dropping, right? So there is not any closing volume. Also, if you look at it in the proper view, we can see that yes, we got actually some order block in here, which is probably a weekly order block. Not probably, it is a weekly order block, which wasn't reached still yet, around this 61.8. But also, this order block didn't take any liquidity, right? So it is a order block, it has a fair value gap. However, it's not a high probability order block, right? So in my opinion, I would not be surprised if actually this order block, because this took out a liquidity before price started to drop down, right? This one, it's more high probable, around the 79, right? Also, as so many people expecting reversal in here, I still don't see a proper pain on the markets, and so that's why I think we will easily just repeat something like this in here, right? We will just take a lows, right, dip into here and continue higher. Let's go to the lower time frame, which is going to be 6 hours right now. And in my opinion, this is all a trap, right? Because we can see this beautiful beautiful pin bar. However, here is a beautiful equal lows, right? So what's going on right now, right? People saw a pin bar, now the candle is going higher, right? So we might reach this level, which will attract more buyers with the stop losses down here, and then I think the price could drop lower, right, into this fair value gap, volume imbalance, monthly open, right, and also into this level where this high volume candle was created, right? So what I expect on the dollar is something like this, right? So I'm overall bullish on the higher time frame, but I do think that we will still reach some pullback, right? Let's look to the COT data and as well the news, right? So in the COT data, we can see that market makers has been very bullish here on the end of the year. They closed their positions, price of the dollar did some swing, and right now they are actually building these longs too, right? They are also building the shorts, right? What does it mean? We are around 52 to the 48, right? So COT doesn't say too much right now, but we can see in the price section that price most likely go higher, right? Here are the news for this week. So what I will be focused is on the Tuesday, we got the CPI. Thursday, we got unemployment claims, core retail sales, and the Friday is PPI, right? Also, the days between it, the Monday is and Tuesday is GBP news. Also, Wednesday, Thursday, GBP news. Also, Friday, GBP news, right? So that's gonna be quite interesting on these two pairs, I think. And yeah, so let's go to the platform and see how it looks in the platform. Let's go to the dollar index. Here it is. So yeah, so as we right now saw the higher time frame, let's look right now to the 1 hour, and if we plot FIB from here to here, we can see that we still didn't reach a pullback a 50%, right? So we can see we got these two relatively equal lows, which is what? Which is a liquidity, right? So probably maybe some traders are already in a trade in here, right, with stop loss like that. So I think that this will be easily reached down here, right? So then we need some higher time frame level where we can from where we can go up, right? And it would be, in my opinion, this fair value gaps, right? So this candle, this big smart money candle would be supportive, right, in this zone somewhere here, right? So yes, I'm bullish long term, as I said already, but I do think that we will drop lower before we go higher. So potentially I would like to see some opportunity for the shorts, right? So it's a question how this can play, because as said, we got the news on the Tuesday. So this news, if the price will be somewhere around here, I think this Tuesday news will easily take it down here, right? Then we can get some consolidation. Then probably Thursday, Friday, it could be consolidating, and this news can fire it up, right? So I'm trying to what I'm actually trying to do in here is to incorporate and utilize the news calendar with the possible price action, right? Because during the news there is the most manipulation used for the moving the markets, right? So that's my view for the dollar index. Let's go to the euro, and it's actually the opposite chart of the dollar index, right? So also let's look to the bigger time frame, and what we can see is that the price has been dropping down, right? And we still didn't reach this level, right? And see what's going on in here, right? So in my opinion, as I said, that the dollar index still did not reach that level. Also, euro still did not reach this level, right? So you can see how they plot this double bottom, right? Which is a trap for the buyers, right? So they need to now to show them, to make them think that the price is going higher before they will drop it lower, right? Before we go to the price action, just let's have a look to the COT data on the euro. Yeah, and we can see that actually the market makers has been very bullish on the end of the year. Then they start to close their shorts, right? Longs. I'm sorry, it's a longs, right? So they are currently really below a average, right? And the shorts are above a average. We must be careful because yes, there was reported 140k shorts, but look at the charts. Where was it? On the Tuesday, right? So report was somewhere around here, right? And so these shorts probably could be closed because they could be building shorts, and they drop it down. They closed the shorts right now in here, and it taking the price higher, right? So what they would be doing, they would be probably building more shorts above in here, right? For that proper move down where they could be building longs for the bigger up move, right? But that's too much far to the future. I just will look what I see right now and what I would be expecting for the next week, right? So also similar as on the dollar index, right? We have this price action which did this down move, and we still did not pull back at least into the 50% of that, right? So most likely we will go there. There was this liquidity was taken of this weekly open, right? So we just above it, and I do not think that we will go down from here, right? I think that we will go at least above to this 50% into this high volume candle or these fair value gaps, right? So let's look to the platform and let's go to the euro, which is here. And yeah, so here it is. So we are currently in this up move, and let's see, here is this liquidity, right? So in my opinion, easily we could break up higher, right? Because as said, if we bring a swing Fibo for this swing, we are still not at least around the 50%, right? Here we have a monthly open level. Here we have a fair value gaps, right? Here we got another more levels, which would be a better for the short. So yeah, I'm bearish, right? Bigger time frame, but I do think we could go higher, right? So also again, with the news calendar, this news depends on where the price will be on the Tuesday. This news can fire it up, right? And then these are the news. If it's gonna be the right time already, they could fire it down, right? But still remember, this is just a predictions. Market can open completely different. It can go straight up, right? And these news can move it even higher, right? So obviously we have to be flexible. This is just a pre-plan. We always need to have some plan, and then we must be flexible and adjust it potentially, right? So also just to repeat, long-term bearish, at least into this bigger time frame order block, which I don't have here on this chart, but I think I do have it in here, right? So bearish into this order block, right? But temporarily, I think we could go higher, right? All right, so let's go to the GBP. GBP is very similar, of course, but quite different, right? So it has reacted on this order block, which I've been predicting in the past Forex weekly analysis, right? Right now, the price is just below a 50% of this swing, and it's setting up again another relatively equal highs, right? So which would be a liquidity. So in my opinion, to break higher, right, to the 61.879, these balance price range, right, fair value gaps, monthly open, high volume candle is here, right? This one where was a lot of volume traded, right? So this is also a resistance. So in my opinion, be going still higher in here. And let's go to the COT data for the pound. And as you can see here, it's a little bit different exposure than on the euro, right? Euro is bearish. However, the pound looks quite, they building the longs, right? They do have some shorts, right? Overall, they are net bullish, right? So if we compare with the euro, it's completely different. You can see on the euro, it's just getting from the bearish, bullish territory to the bearish, right? So pound is different, in my opinion, more bullish than euro. So if you trade the euro GBP, in my opinion, euro GBP will go down, right? So yeah, this is a pound in the platform, right? And here is what I'm looking for. So as said, in my opinion, going for this liquidity above this 50%, right? So that would be some nice pullback below some quite short-term lows, right? During some Asia, right? Dip lower and then price to take higher above these highs, right? Into the 62% monthly open level. We have fair value gaps, right? Fibo. A lot of levels for confirmation, right, for the potential shorts. But right now, everything seems to me bullish. So if we look higher time frame, we can see here was a monthly low, right? Price actually dipped below it, right? And right now you can see we are above it, right? So here is also this inverse fair value gap, which is holding the price higher, right? So yeah, I think so that this level will be very supportive, right? Maybe price can test these lows again, maybe not, but I'm bullish, right? So we'll be looking for the setups, for the long setups, at least until this level, right? So there is a lot of room, less room to go lower, right? Remember, big players are on our side for the longs, at least right now. So I think the GBP can be nice next week, but don't forget, a lot of news will be in there, right? So yeah, next one will be CAD. Let's look to the USD CAD. Here, also, I still think we are bullish. Let's go bigger picture, right? And I think that the price still did not reach, it just tapped right into the 50% of this swing, and but it did not reach a order block level, right? So it's actually creating a liquidity, right, and sucking people into the shorts, right? So this is always what's happening, right? So smart money has a their level. They actually create a fake highs in here, right? They will give you a inducement, they will give you reasons for short, some breakouts, you know, on the lower time frame, something like that, and they will make you think that we are going down, right? And then once you short, you build this stop loss cluster with the shorts in here, they take the price there and then they short it, right? So let's go lower time frame, let's bring 4 hours. So the price tapped above these highs, then it made a pullback, right? Testing monthly open, testing these fair value gaps, right? This 67.8 and these inverse fair value gaps, right? Doing some nice pin bar, right? Breaking higher. However, the volume is still dropping, right? So when we are looking for some kind of a reversal after the pullback, that candle which did this has to have a high volume, right? So you want to see the volume dropping and then significantly higher volume, right? So for example, as you can see it in here, you have some average volume, right? And then you can see drop below the liquidity, and then that volume, then that candle which did this breakup in here, this one, you see this blue one, you see this significantly higher volume than it was in here, right? Then you can then you have higher probability that most likely something like this can occur, right? Also, it's actually in here, right? You can see that after the higher volume traded, when some liquidity taken, the price shoot up, right? Then the volume start to drop and the price is in the consolidation, then break up, right, with the higher volume, and that's where it starts, right? So this is some kind of a 3D vision of the charts. I used to be using volume a lot in the past, then I removed it, but it was a mistake. I got it back right now, and I cannot say it's a holy grail, but it gives you some additional condition. It confirms the price action, right? So yes, we have a pin bar, we have some kind of small break, but I still do think the price will be working around this lower zone, right? As I expect the dollar going lower. Let's check COT data for the CAD. Yes, market makers has had big longs on the Canadian dollar since they started to close. Price is doing some pullback, right? We don't see any big longs, right? But we see the shorts has been closed, right? So in my opinion, as they don't have any big shorts, and in the opposite they are actually closing them, that's what is taking the price higher, right? So in my opinion, we will go a bit higher. As I said, this level is, in my opinion, next potential target. Let's go to the charts on the platform, and here is a USD CAD, right? So the USD CAD is actually already doing what I expect from the other pairs, right? So as we had a pullback, right? Then we have these big candles from that non-farm payrolls of this month on the older charts, right? So let's look to the pound, right? We have it here on the top, right? And price is making a pullback into it, right? Same on the euro, right? Price is making a pullback into it, and same on the dollar index, right? Price making pullback into it. However, as you can see, USD CAD is already in there, right? So does it mean it will go higher right now? No, it cannot disconnect from the dollar, right? So as the dollar will be making this pullback too, that means that the CAD will probably go a little bit lower, or at least will be somehow ranging, right? So yeah, so what to expect from the USD CAD? In my opinion, we can see here is a weekly open line, right? So price went higher, which is great, and closing here lower, right? So how looks a weekly candle? Probably some kind of like this, right? So we have a candle like this, we have a wick down, and this is a wick up, right? So here was a lot of trading, and yeah, I think we simply will go a little bit lower, right? So my setup, if you look at this right now, this candle took this previous day's high, right? And then it created the order block in here, right? So it's a higher probability order block because it took liquidity. So basically this is actually the bounce, this is actually the break of the structure and bounce from the order block, right? So in my opinion, this would be possible for the USD CAD, right? So let's look to the gold right now, as it was in the request. Okay, so here is the gold. So let's go to the higher time frame, to the daily, and we can see that there was these highs taken, right? More into the left, there is another high. So it was actually the all-time high created. Then that candle, which took out these highs, actually closed below that previous candle, right? So it's a kind of strong rejection. Let me take it to the daily, and I will plot FIB in here. We can see that from this break, we have retraced back to the 70%. Now we breaking lower, right? What also I can see in here on this swing high, as we took out some highs, so basically we got rejecting highs, right? So higher time frame, price moved higher, rejected highs, broke the lows, right? Then pull back 70%, right? Breaking the lows, then making higher, rejecting highs, right? So this gives me kind of thinking that we're going lower. Let's go to the lower time frame, and what we can see here, we can see that the highs was rejected in here, right? Then price consolidated, break lower, break the structure with strong fair value gap, right? Price then moved back into it, took highs in here and breaking lower, right? Also we got another fair value gaps in here, right? So where is my potential target draw on the liquidity? In my opinion, those who've been expecting this breakout to continue higher, they will probably have stop losses below here and here, right? Obviously now I'm speaking about the long-term traders, but they are in the markets too. So what do I think is going on right now? Let's plot FIB here, right? Yes, we took liquidity above a 50% in here. So I would be in my opinion bearish in here, right? This fair value gap can be filled completely and price could come into this level, right? So I think that price is going lower. We can also check a COT data for the gold and see. So exactly what I thought, we can see that market makers has been very bullish in here, right? On the end of the year when the price did this spike, right? Since then they are actually closing their longs, right? So they've been 200k net, now they are 160, right? So what's happening with the shorts? Shorts being closed as well. Also completely actually the volume is disappearing from the gold, right? So that's kind of a normal phenomena which is happening in here. And when something like that is happening, when there is not volume, there needs to be a new liquidity found where there will start to be buying again, right? So I would not be surprised if we will see gold around these levels, right? So yeah, that's what I would say by just a quick look at the markets, right? Okay, my friends, so I wish you happy trading and be safe next week. Bye bye.